Back by popular demand, I've been having a lot of requests to go through my kayak as far as how I have it rigged up for the 2023 tournament season. Harper, you want down? Here, you want me to get you down? You can help me clean it. Got my daughter up in the kayak. Harper, say hi.
Hi.
Yeah, that's how you're gonna say hi? Say hi, people. No, she doesn't want to talk. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start off by spraying my kayak down with some Dawn dish soap. All right, so now we're just gonna spray it down with the Dawn dish soap. I got my motor on there too. Spray it down. It smelled pretty awful up in here. I took all my tackle out, I think. Oh, no. Still got a XM swammer up in there. I'm gonna spray down real good with this dish soap. Trailer and all. Okay, go. Now spray the kayak. You gotta hold the trigger in. Whoa!
Okay.
You done?
Go high.
You wanna go high? Pull it.
Go high.
Okay, go. Pull it. Cool. Okay, can I finish? Let me clean my kayak real quick and then you can play with it, okay? Now that the wash is done, I'm gonna go over everything. I'm gonna start in the back and move my way to the front. I'm gonna link everything in the description below. If you want to make any purchases or you decide this would be cool in your kayak, please use my links, support the channel. We're gonna start off with the 1103 Torqueedo. This is a bad dude right here. But stock, it comes with a plastic steering triangle. No good. It breaks really fast. Second off, I have this mounting bracket right here. This allows you to mount a power pole, so that's pretty sweet. And then I have this bracket also from Innovative Sportsman that mounts right back here. It's just a lot better quality than what comes stock. And then moving along, this is the Burley Pro prison pouch, and honestly all I use this for is this fits my iPhone perfect, this fits my pliers, and I throw all my baits that I'm not using or I'm done with right in here, so I don't have just a bunch of crap lying around my kayak. My catch board slides in right here. Down here, I don't know if you guys can see that, but down here I have two USB ports, so when I have my RAM arm up here with my rear camera, I can just directly plug it in down there, so it's pretty nice. And then coming around, I have a RAM ball, which is useless right now, but in the future, the near future, I'm gonna have it connected to my Torqueedo, so I can just pull my Torqueedo up and lock it on that. And then I have a RAM mount right here for my Torqueedo controller. Nice, it's out of the way. This right here is the donkey leash, so if you catch a big one, or if you just need a few minutes, you know, let the fish cool down, or you want to take a picture, you can lock it up, put it back in the water, and then you can measure it out, take your pictures, do what you're gonna do. I have a Joby mount right here. I keep my cell phone on this if I'm gonna take a picture of a fish. It's handy, it's sturdy. I have a Joby mount right here if I want to take pictures of my fish. And then on my seat itself, I have two kayak cushions. Those are a lifesaver. You know, it props you up a little bit higher. I like to stand when I fish, so it helps me out a lot. And then I have this DeWalt T-Stack under here. Honestly, I try to keep some terminal on the top, just quick stuff I can get to. And the bottom, I just keep miscellaneous. And then in my hatch itself, let me see, I don't want to get it too wet. I just keep miscellaneous stuff, and I have a rocker panel down there. I got a 12-volt charger in there. And then I have a 50 amp ionic battery in my hole right there. And then I have my foot steering right here. and I'll link the kit for this. And then, like I said, I upgraded the wiring for it, or the cabling rather. For my graph system, I have a 93 SV. I have a 106 SV. They are networked. I have them connected to a NEMA system. I have that connected to a Steadicast system. I have that connected to the LVS 34. How did I wire this? Everybody wants to know. How did I wire it? What is my power situation like? Well, let's go over it. I originally had it where the GLS 10, the black box, along with the 93, I see the black box is under my hole right here, was connected to the 50 amp hour under my hole. That was fine. But the problem was that the 106 is the only unit that has 2 network adapters. So I had to run my LVS 34 off of the 106 in order to network these. 2 network cables, 1 network cable. So this is networked in to this. So what I ended up doing was I ran my 106 off of 30 amp, not enough power. And I was to the point where I was gonna say, I'm gonna get a 50 amp hour. I'll just have 2 50 amp hours, that's fine. But before I did that, I just did this the other day too, is I ran these in parallel. And if you're not familiar with what that is, it basically, your batteries are gonna draw power at the same time from everything, right? It's basically connecting the 30 amp to the 50 amp, making it an 80 amp hour battery. So that solved all my problems right there. But I had this mounted inside the front hatch, so I don't have a lot of storage up in here. What I keep in here is a couple straps. I keep my registration. I keep my controller. I got a little water in here because I was power spraying. And then on the other side of my kayak, I actually have my Steadicast system right here. And then for my LVS 34, this is the mount I have. I got it from Dugout Bait and Tackle. I'll link that below as well. So this pops in there. There's a little lock right there so you can steer it. And then the LVS 34 has the perspective mount, so you can change it real quick on the fly, which is nice. And transport this is, I just pop it up here like that, and then I will take a Velcro strap and I'll strap it right there, and I'll strap it around here, and that thing is rock solid, which is really nice. Since they are networked, the way I run this is on my 93, I solely do mapping. On my 106, I will have my down and my side. So when I'm pre-fishing or fishing new bodies of water, I'm gonna have my side scan over here. If I see something on side scan I like, I'm gonna mark it, bam. Okay, it's immediately gonna show up on my mapping. So from there, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna zoom in on my mapping. I'm gonna approach the marker. I'm gonna drop my live scope in the water, and I'm gonna turn my live scope on this screen. So now I have my mapping and my live scope. So I can get a real good look at what I saw on my side image. If there's fish there, fantastic. We got a spot. If there's not, I move on. And then I'm using the new Black Pack Pro. This is the 16 by 16. And this thing is great. This, I mean, it's a mess right now. As you can see, I got my bait fuel, I got an extra rearming kit for my life jacket, random baits, flukes, worms, you name it, I got it in here. That's great. I can fit a ton of stuff in there. You know, I got 8 rods set up. Normally I don't take more than 8-9 rods. You can fit 4 rod holders on the side. It's just for me, I worry about the reels bumping and possibly knocking a rod overboard. So that was the best thing I ever did, was switching from the Hobie crate to the Yak Attack crate. That's fantastic. So that pretty much sums up my kayak walk around. I'm sure I missed some stuff. So if you guys have any questions or want me to dig deeper into any of the products that I mentioned, or you have questions regarding the wiring or the NEMA or whatever it may be, drop me a comment below or message me on Instagram. I try to reply to everybody. I'll link my Instagram at the end of the video and in the description. But yeah, feel free to ask me. I have no secrets. I'll help you out. Thanks for watching. If you're not already, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. Thanks, guys.